Attention passionate New York Giants fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on New York Giants' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true New York Giants fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and New York Giants fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. Strap in because what's been swirling around NFL circles, especially among the buzzers on NFL.com and other big platforms, is the possibility of a blockbuster trade that could reshape the entire NFC East and honestly shake up the NFC landscape as a whole. And at the heart of it, Joe Burrow, the Bengals' star quarterback, could be heading to the New York Giants. Yeah, you heard that right. It's not just idle chatter. There are some serious whispers fueling speculation that the Bengals are willing to make a move, and the Giants might be the team to benefit most if this deal comes to fruition. So let's break this down because it's not just about trading a star quarterback. It's about a franchise looking to reset, rebuild, and reassert itself as a serious contender. The Bengals, sitting at 4-8 with a cap space of around $15 million, are in a tough spot. They're battling injuries, including Burrow himself, who missed a couple of games this season, and their offensive line depth has been a concern all year. Cincinnati's been struggling on defense, giving up an alarming 31 points per game, which is hardly playoff caliber. They're not in a position to contend right now, especially with their odds of winning the Super Bowl at plus 5,000, which is pretty long in the NFL betting world. Now the idea is that the Bengals might be eyeing a reset, and what better way to do that than to ship out Burrow, who, let's be real, is a franchise quarterback, a true surgical operator on the field. Burrow, drafted first overall in 2020, has been a game changer, transforming Cincinnati from a struggling franchise into a playoff contender. Over his 6 seasons, he's played 78 games, completing 65. 2% of his passes for over 19 yards, averaging 244 yards per game, with 133 touchdowns and just 52 interceptions. That's elite production, and he's been to 4 Pro Bowls already. This season, he's only played 10 games due to injury, but he still managed to throw for over 400 yards with an average of 245 yards per game and 18 TDs against 8 INTs. His PFF grade this year sits at 85.2, which is solidly in the upper tier. Statistically, he's been plus 0.25 EPA per play, which indicates he's still making a positive impact on every snap. His wrist injury in 2023, which has caused some concern, is reminiscent of Manning's early career, and that's exactly the type of quarterback the Giants would love to have leading their offense, an intelligent, precise passer capable of elevating the entire team. For Cincinnati, though, the decision makes some sense. They're currently sitting with a 4-8 record, and the odds to win the Super Bowl are astronomical at plus 5,000. Their injuries and lack of offensive line depth are critical issues. Trading Burrow, who's still under contract, especially if they can get a first-round pick in 2026 and a third-rounder in 2027, could give them much-needed cap relief, around $30 million, and facilitate a rebuild. This is similar to what the Rams did with Stafford in 2025, taking a gamble that paid off with a deep playoff run and a Super Bowl appearance. The Giants, meanwhile, are stuck at 2-11, with one of the least efficient offenses in the league, averaging just 18.9 points per game. Their passing game, while improving, still lags, but landing a talent like Burrow could be the spark they need. The analytics suggest he would significantly upgrade their offense, projected to gain over 30 yards with a 20% increase in EPA per pass. His presence alone would elevate the entire team, especially with Daniel Jones' future still uncertain, and the need for a reliable, high-caliber quarterback is obvious. Imagine the impact, a quarterback who's not just good but elite, who can command the offense and turn close games into wins. Burrow's ability to perform under pressure, with a career under pressure rating of +2. 1% completion under duress versus the Giants' current QB situation could be the difference maker. Plus, his career trajectory and leadership skills are well documented. He's the kind of guy who elevates everyone around him. And for a Giants team that's been searching for stability after the tumult of recent years, that's a game changer. And let's talk about the big picture here. If this trade goes down, the Giants' Super Bowl odds would see a dramatic shift, from around plus 100, 0 to possibly plus 5, 0, making them instant contenders. That's a huge jump, and it positions the Giants not just as a team looking to compete, but as a team with a real shot at deep playoff runs. The NFC East would be shaking, especially considering the Cowboys and Eagles will have to deal with a more formidable Giants squad, powered by Burrow's talent. This could turn the division into a true heavyweight battle, with the Giants suddenly looking like a team that can challenge for the crown. Of course, the trade would also influence the draft and the team's overall rebuild strategy. It's a bold move, but in the NFL, bold is often what separates champions from also-rans. The Giants have been building steadily, with a roster full of promising young players, and adding a veteran like Burrow would accelerate their window of contention. It's a calculated risk, no doubt, but one that could pay off big time if they land Burrow and integrate him smoothly into their offensive system. Looking at the bigger picture, the Bengals seem to be in a phase of recalibration. Their roster is talented but banged up, and their current standing doesn't justify holding onto a franchise quarterback if the team isn't ready to contend. Moving Burrow now, while his value is still sky-high, makes strategic sense. They could leverage the draft capital and cap space to rebuild the trenches and add depth, setting themselves up for future success. For the Giants, acquiring Burrow isn't just about winning a few more games. It's about setting the foundation for a sustained championship run. With Burrow under center, the Giants would have a quarterback capable of elevating their offense to elite levels. His ability to read defenses, make quick decisions, and deliver accurate passes under pressure is exactly what this team needs to make that next leap. Plus, with a supporting cast that's steadily improving, like the young wide receivers and the offensive line hopes, the pieces are aligning. Now I know what some of you might be thinking. Is this really going to happen? Well, in the NFL, anything's possible. The trade market is always unpredictable, and big names move when the timing is right. The Giants have shown they're not afraid to make bold moves. Remember the Saquon Barkley extension or the recent draft picks? This could be the next big chapter. And if they pull it off, it wouldn't just be a short-term fix. It would be a statement that the Giants mean business, that they're building a contender for years to come. As we look ahead, it's fascinating to see how this potential trade could reshape not just the NFC East, but the entire NFC playoff picture. The Giants with a quarterback like Burrow would become a team to beat, one that defenses would fear and offenses would envy. It's an exciting time to be a Giants fan, and I can't wait to see how this story unfolds. As always, we'll keep our eyes glued to every development, and trust me, this story is far from over. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest New York Giants news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, New York Giants fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Giants. Do you believe Burrow is the perfect fit? Are you excited about the possibility of a new franchise quarterback leading the team? Or do you think the Giants should focus on other areas of the roster? Whatever your thoughts, make sure to share them. We love hearing from our passionate fans. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Giants news. This could be the start of something special. Let's see where it takes us.